Exercise 5-24 is going to present a lot of new things and a lot of unknown issues and things that you have to really work hard to figure out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start by drawing the front view. I'm going to come across 4, and I accidentally went 40. I want to make sure I type 4. And this is going to come up 3.5. It'll come in 0.5. I'll have a line at the center, or projected from the center up, 1.5 that's actually going to connect with this. And now I can mirror all 3 of these components directly to the other side and move this down. This, for the most part, is going to be the basics of our front view. I'm going to go ahead and add one additional line, come down 1 and draw this straight across, and then go ahead and trim this out. This is now my front view minus any of the hidden lines that you would expect to see. I'm going to go ahead and begin my right side view by drawing a rectangle, and I want to offset that 1 from this view, and this is going to be 2.5 comma 3.5. My top view, again, offset 1 from here, and I'm going to draw another rectangle for this. Is going to be 4 comma 3.5, and you can see that this is a little bit big, so what I'm going to do is use the scale command, which is right here, and I'm going to select my border and everything in my title block, and I'm going to scale this up by 1.25, and that should make everything nice and big. And I'm not sure where this line came from, but I want to go ahead and delete it. This is going to give me probably enough room to do everything I need to do. For this one here, in fact, if you want, you might be able to make your life a little bit easier by scaling this one up by 1.5. That way you'll have plenty of room for your dimensions and stuff like that. So 1.5 is going to be a little bit bigger and a little bit easier to work with. Okay, now on here I need to go ahead and finish getting all of my information for these views. I'm going to come over 0.5, go down to where this would be projected, draw that across, trim this out. I'm going to draw this circle right here on the corner point that it's dimensioned from with a diameter of 1.5. And I, for some reason, can't type 1.5 today. Okay, and then I'm going to move it using the information I know. It's going to go to the left, so -1, comma, and then up 1.5. And that's going to put that right where it's supposed to be. I now know that I need a line projected from here and a line projected from here. Now, the rest of this is kind of where this drawing gets a little bit more confusing, because there's a lot of information that's got to go in this top view as of this point, and it's very important that all of that information be included in the top view. So what I want to do is I want to figure out where exactly this flat cut is supposed to be. So I can project this edge up, and I can project this edge over. Having that information in there, I can now trim out all of the information minus that flat cutout. And let me go ahead and put this line back in. Okay, this flat cutout, again, it's going to be something that's visible from the top view. So we're going to see this little rectangle, we're going to see this flat cutout, and then we'll see the rest of the shape, which I'll begin to develop here in a minute. I am going to erase this line because since I have the same flat cutout on both sides, I can just go ahead and mirror this right around. And what you can see is you can see it starting to take shape. The other thing that I need to do is I need to realize that this hole is going to be visible in this notch. So what I want to do is go to my hidden layer, and again I'm going to change mine to yellow so that you can see what's going on. Please leave yours blue. And I'm going to project these hidden lines into this view. That way I can see exactly where everything is supposed to go. So now I've got these lines trimmed out, and I've got the location for my cuts. So I can project this up, I can project this up, we'll project this up across here, and I'm going to project the center point rather than the other side up to here. What this is going to do is it's going to give me a little bit better of a basis on how to actually go through and build my ellipse. So now I go to the ellipse command, I select here, here, and here, and that doesn't look right at all. So let me take a look at my dimensions. Chances are I've got a dimension that's off. I think this is 3.5 when it should be 2.5. So what I'm going to do is just stretch that down 1, and that looks a little bit better, and now the hole actually looks like it is where it's supposed to be. So now I can go ahead and erase all of these hidden lines. This, however, is not hidden, so I do want to match the properties of that with this. I can now project the sides of this across just by using the regular line command. And I want to show that this hole does in fact go all the way through, and the only way to do that is to put in the hidden lines to show it. So now I'm going to erase these 2 lines. I need a hidden line that represents the bottom of my cutout, so I'll go from here to here and then here to here. So we can see here's the 2 hidden lines that represent the bottom of the groove. Those are the only 2 lines that are actually going to be hidden in this view. Everything else is going to be visible. All of the hidden lines that I need in this view are there. The only other thing I need in this view is 2 solid lines that represent the bottom of my groove. So I've got a line that goes from here to here and one that goes from here to here. So now when I look at this, I can see that I've got the hole, I've got these 2 shapes, and then the 2 flat areas. And again, once you get to this point, go ahead and center up the drawing, put all your dimensions in, and turn it in.